2021, and this even exploded across the country in the pandemic times. Cryptocurrency is a digital cash. It is a revolutionary transaction, but in today's time, we all know that it is not legal. So it is actually the future cash, or it is a gambling? To unfold these queries, we have with us the speaker for the today, Mr. Maurya Hanspal. Now I would like to invite Ms. Poonam Sharma ma'am, our TIC, to invite the speaker. Over to you, ma'am.
So thank you, Sonam, and a very good afternoon to all who are present here, all our dear students, my colleagues, faculty members. Dr. Pramod Kumar is also present, apart from Akanksha, Meenu, Sonam, and Honey, and all the participants from various other courses. They also wanted to join. So a hearty welcome to them. Regarding the cryptocurrency, it has been a buzzword for more than a decade now. What is cryptocurrency? What is a blockchain? What are crypto protocols? Is it legal? How it works? How can I buy cryptos? How can I enter into this field? So all the questions, they come to our mind whenever we hear about the cryptos. Bitcoin, very common hearing now. Nowadays we hear about Bitcoins, Ethereum. Values are also displayed. So how can we invest in it? Is it safe? Is it the future currency only? So a lot of questions, they come to our mind, to the minds of our students. So today we have with us Mr. Maurya Hanspal to enlighten us about the world of cryptos and about Mr. Hanspal. He's a finance enthusiast, a stock market trader with 45 plus certifications at such a young age. Currently, he's a financial analyst at JP Morgan Chase and Company. He's a founder of Motivational Monetary Fundas. He has also bagged the title of an author of his book, Driving Through the Rule Book of an Investor. So with an experience of teaching over 10,000 plus students in finance, he has also been actively involved in delivering lectures in various colleges of our own university, Gargi College, Dayal Singh, Hansraj, Kirorimal, SRCC. Apart from that, IP University, ICFAI, IIM Kashipur, Amity, and many more on the topics related to finance. He's a creator of courses like Fundamentals Analysis, Financial Modeling, Valuation, Excel, and Tableau. So without taking much of the time, now I would like to welcome our proud alumnus, Mr. Maurya Hanspal. So over to Mr. Maurya Hanspal. So please, Maurya, you start telling us something interesting.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. So first of all, thank you so much, ma'am, and to other faculty members also, and to my dear juniors as well. So I find this as a great opportunity to come back to the same college from where I graduated in BCom honors. So first of all, it's a very emotional moment, I would say. Okay, like coming back to the same college from where I graduated, and from all the learnings, from all the teachings, like which were given to me by the faculties, and from the very own teachers and faculties who like introduced me right now, and also like who organized this whole meet and the whole journey with me on like cryptocurrency and blockchain. So I'm really grateful and thankful to all my teachers, like so that they have made me so much capable so I can come back to the college once again and talk upon the topics of blockchain and cryptocurrencies. Okay, so finally I'm here. So सबसे पहले एक deep breath लूंगा क्योंकि because college अपना है, ठीक है, and यहाँ पे बहुत emotional connect है, and it's not any other college ke jahan pe jaake just I'm just like speaking on topic. Okay, so I'll first take a deep breath and then I'll start with the discussion on the blockchain and cryptocurrencies. Okay. Whew. Yeah. So back to my college. Yeah. So in today's session, the discussion is gonna be on blockchain and cryptocurrencies, right? And cryptocurrencies and blockchains are one of the hottest and the trendy topics that we can see in the present scenario. A large number of people are talking about the blockchains and different types of the cryptocurrencies becoming up in the market. But still, a large number of people are confused about what exactly is a cryptocurrency. Is it different from the blockchain or are they the same? A large number of people whom I have interacted with personally, they try to use both these terms of the blockchain and cryptocurrencies in the same sense or in a synonymous way. But these things are different. So in today's session, I'll be talking about all these things and touching about some of the most important concepts of the blockchain and cryptocurrencies, as well as some of the terms which are used into this field. Obviously, at the end of the session, I would also be telling you how to look for the trading in cryptos, from which kind of websites, and how can you trade manually. I'll be opening my personal account of crypto as well. Okay, so that would be a practical experience because nowadays the economy and the country is based on the practical experience. That's it. So to begin with, I would start with like one of the things like which was said by the governor of RBI, the Reserve Bank of India, like in the recent reports before the budget. So he said, these cryptocurrencies have no underlying assets. These cryptocurrencies have no fundamentals. These cryptocurrencies are just a fad. By a fad, I mean a short-term trend. That is, people will gain money, they'll buy the cryptos and sell it off, and the market would be on a recession period. In terms of the crypto I'm talking about. He also compared the topic or this asset of cryptocurrency with tulips. He said the cryptocurrency is just like a tulip. But why a tulip? Why exactly he said this specific word of tulip? At that time, the viewers who were watching him, okay, they might have thought tulip bol diya and tulip to ek flower hota hai, right? But tulip hi kyun bola? He is the governor of RBI. He has a lot of knowledge about all the monetary policies, assets, or the cryptos, or the different kind of securities being going on in the market. He won't be using any of these words just randomly. He bas tulip bol diya. No. The thing was, if we take it back in history, the period around like 16,500 and all, the flower of tulip was considered as a premium flower, an elite flower, or a luxury flower. At that time, that flower was only found in some of the Asian countries. And that was considered as one of the most exclusive flowers all around the world. This flower, it started to get exported to the countries of Europe and especially Italy, Holland, and all these areas. So whenever a new trend comes into the market, which is quite for the people who are rich or elite, the first class of people who buy these things are the people of that country who are the rich and wealthy people. So those people started to buy that tulip flower. And obviously, all the people who are not so rich, they want to follow these people who are rich. And they want to follow like basically the lifestyle of those people. मतलब कि follow करना होता है उनको simply. कि अगर वो rich हैं, and if we do the same things, we also would be rich. Then they also started to buy this. And to buy this flower of tulip, they used to take loans. That is called the leveraged trading in stock market. कि loan लेके हम shares खरीद रहे हैं. Similarly, उस flower की popularity इतनी बढ़ गई कि people started to take loan and buy this. And when someone buys a commodity, and this trend is same for all the markets, be the stock market, the commodity market, the crypto market, or anything. When someone is buying a security, the price of that security rises or comes on a boom. Same thing happened with tulip. Again, tulip had no asset. Tulip was just a flower. Na to stock tha, na kuch tha. It was not even a financial asset. So people start to buy it in a short-term trend called fad. And once they started to buy it, the price of one flower, just a one stick of flower, the price was 4,000 gold coins. 4,000 gold coins. And later on, it started to go to 10,000, 12,000, 15,000, and 20,000 as well. But obviously the major principle of stock market or any other market or the crypto market for sake, if you want to sell something, you need a buyer. Or if you want to buy something, you need a seller. A price itna high ho jayega. Someone wants to sell this now at 20,000 gold coins. Why would anyone buy it? एक limit top breach होगी. So once that reached and sellers थे नहीं, the stock, not the stock market, the market for the tulip flower, it crashed. Same thing like he was comparing with the cryptos, and he was fearful. कि same thing हमारा same crypto में ना हो जाए. Because again, the crypto has no asset underlying. The crypto has no fundamentals or past history of performance. It's just a fad. The people are buying it, and especially the wealthy people are buying it. For all of those who watch the news on a daily basis, you might have seen that the wealthy people, be it Elon Musk, be it anyone, like whenever they talk about cryptos and they say that we are accepting the payments in the cryptocurrencies, Bitcoins and Shiba Inu and all that stuff, the market for the cryptocurrency, it rises, it booms. And the second day, the same person says, now we have stopped accepting the payment in cryptos, and the market falls. So that is quite clear. A large number of wealthy people, the big corporates, and the people who we call as the corporate sharks or the bull sharks, these people are running the cryptocurrency market, because these are the people who purchase in crores, in millions, in billions of cryptocurrencies. A retail person whose net worth or the amount that he has is less than just 2 lakh rupees, he cannot purchase the cryptocurrencies in millions and billions. When someone is buying the cryptocurrencies or any other asset in the market, जो सबसे ज़्यादा खरीदेगा, obviously that person would be able to drive the prices high. If I am buying the cryptocurrencies for like 20 rupees maybe, okay, because like we can buy the units of currencies. Like for example, if the Bitcoin costs you like 36,000 rupees or like 40,000 rupees, like just for example, so it's not mandatory for me to purchase it for 40,000. I can even purchase 0.00001 units of the Bitcoin as well, because I am a retail investor. My net worth is less than 2 lakhs or up till 2 lakhs. But there are persons whose net worth is in billions, and they won't be purchasing 0.001 Bitcoins. They would be purchasing the whole 46,000 ka ek Bitcoin, and ek nahi, hundreds of Bitcoins. So if that person is purchasing 100 Bitcoins, one cost, like the cost of one Bitcoin maybe is like 46,000 rupees, and that person purchases hundreds of Bitcoins because he has money. And I purchase 0.001 point of Bitcoin. Then who would be able to drive the market high? Obviously the person who has purchased 100 Bitcoins, whole value. So that is why these people are coming and buying these currencies and all. Okay. And that is why these people are able to take the market up. And that is why I compared this with Tulip in the past. And same the RBI governor did, like before me, obviously. Okay, that's why he said Tulip ka bhi koi underlying asset tha nahi. And similarly, like he compared it with crypto. Now coming back to the topic of the blockchain and the cryptocurrencies. So first of all, everyone should know the exact difference between the blockchain and cryptocurrencies. What difference kya hai? And what exactly is the difference between the blockchain and the cryptocurrencies? I'll just like share my screen once. Yeah, give me a second. Yeah, it's visible to all. Can someone please clarify in the chat box? Yes. Okay, ma'am. Okay.
Yes, Maurya.
Yeah. So top 5 confusions which I feel and which I have like prepared for you in the cryptocurrencies, and like these PPTs are just for the sake of understanding. Okay, like for all the students who are here, and there are no like hard-held notes and all. ठीक है कि तुमको लिखने पड़ेंगे and समझना पड़ेगा बहुत ज़्यादा. I've tried to make it in a simplified version so that people can remember it. Okay. So the thing is, blockchain and cryptocurrency. What exactly is the blockchain? So when I talk about the blockchain, blockchain is just the underlying platform on which the cryptocurrencies work. They both are not the same. Let me give you a simple example. Like for example, when you are chatting on Instagram or uploading posts on Instagram, stories and reels, or like maybe like you are working on Snapchat, आप snaps भेज रहे हो या आप snap story डाल रहे हो. Okay, that Snapchat or Instagram or that Facebook or be it the social media platform, that is the platform or the underlying on which the cryptocurrencies are being exchanged. एक platform बना दिया. For example, Paytm is a platform on which the buying and selling or basically the exchange or transfer of money is done. Paytm, GPay and all. Zomato, Swiggy is a platform on which we can buy and order food from different restaurants and all. Similarly, blockchain is not a cryptocurrency. Blockchain is a platform on which the buying and selling of the cryptocurrency is being done. And one more thing, the Bitcoins, Ethereum, Tether, and all other like Shiba Inu and all these coins, these are the cryptocurrencies, types of cryptocurrencies. Okay, so blockchain is the platform. The cryptocurrency is the digital asset which is being traded on that platform of the blockchain. And your Bitcoin, Ether, Shiba Inu, your Solana, all these are types of the cryptocurrencies. So one thing like should be made as on a differentiable basis. TH is a different hand. And one more thing, people tend to talk about the blockchain only in terms of the cryptocurrencies. बोलते हैं कि blockchain is only used in terms of the cryptocurrencies and no other things. That's not the fact. Blockchain is used in other aspects as well. There can be a large uses of the blockchains. You can use the blockchains in terms of the education system, for the voting purposes, for the foreign fund transfers. Blockchain क्या है ना? Simply blockchain is a technology on which you can do anything that you want, of course in a legal manner. एक प्लेटफॉर्म है, वहां पे तुम मान लो कुछ भी करो, ठीक है, तुम क्रिप्टोज खरीदो, ठीक है. Even the blockchain technology can also be used to transfer money. Even the banking system also uses the blockchain technology. And there was a note, blockchain technology to be always be treated in context of the cryptocurrencies is not correct. Because before we had the cryptocurrencies in the period of 2007 or 8, still we had the blockchain. It's a technology platform, okay, on which you can trade on commodities. तुम cryptos में trade कर सकते हो. It can be used for the voting purposes. And why for the voting purposes? Because a lot of malpractices and fraud, it goes on in the voting system. Just to keep the identity of the people anonymous. जो voting count भी कर रहा है, उस बंदे को भी सामने मतलब कि पता ना चले कि किसने वोट करा. That thing. All these things, agreed, all these things were being used more outside India. But now India has also started to adopt these measures. So that is the fact. It was used for the payment mechanism, even for the education purposes as well. India में ज़्यादा मतलब कि use नहीं होता है. And why for the purpose of education system? There is a lot of forgery being going on in printing fake certificates and fake degree certificates. Like for example, if I graduated from the college, someone in my name can just cancel out my name on my certificate and put his name that he graduated with all the credentials intact. Because that is possible. You have technology in anything. But if all those certificates, all those mark sheets, all those graduate certificates are stored in a blockchain network, then no one can tamper it. No one can even touch it. Because obviously in that name, my name as Maurya Hanspal, it won't be there. It would be in the form of a hash key or a hash function. And that we'll talk about how. Okay. So particularly like if I talk about the blockchain network, just tell me one thing. Yeah. Is the blockchain one, is it visible like the blockchain slide? Yes. Okay.
Yes, Maurya, it's visible.
Yeah. So now people ask me that on which basis the blockchain works and how the cryptocurrency basically works. Because matlab ki blockchain, like people say it's a decentralized network. It's an XYZ network. It's a public ledger, right? But what exactly do we mean by that? And how is the security being maintained intact in that? So that we'll try to understand in very brief. So on this screen, I have created some blocks, block 1, block 2, and block 3. So these are the kinds of the blocks on which like this transaction works, the blockchain, a chain of blocks, block 1, block 2, block 3, and all 3 blocks have been connected with the chain, right? So what exactly are these blocks? In these blocks, your transaction data is being stored. Like for example, if I am purchasing something or I am transferring my money or my cryptos from my wallet to some other's wallet, that transaction would be stored in one block. For example, I transferred my cryptocurrency to A. So that transaction like would be stored in block 1. Then A transferred to B. So that would be stored in B. B transferred to C, and that would be stored in C. So these blocks are formed and these are chained together. But how to get to know that no one is tampering these blocks? By tampering, I mean that no one is doing any fraud or forgery or some manipulation in this network. You need to see the hash function. For example, in the first block, you'll have an hash of like something else. Okay, so that's just an example, IZ8F. You can have hash of anything. But obviously, since it's the first block, this block, it won't have a previous hash, right? Because it's a first block. Then this previous hash would be carried on to the second one, and a new hash would be created. And once you have this second block, and once the new hash has been created from the previous one, you'll also have the previous hash being visible here. Similarly, this previous hash would also be visible for the third block. And on the basis of the second block, a new hash would be created. So the new hash would be made as the previous hash and would transfer hota jayega. So how the transaction is validated? The people who are on this blockchain network, who undertake this technology, they verify the hash. Agar hash common aa raha hai, first block mein IZ8F hai, and second block mein bhi agar IZ8F aa raha hai, it means it is completely fine and kuch fraud nahi hua. Similarly, agar block 2 mein hash function was 6BQ1, if it is same as in the block 3 as well as 6BQ1, it means the chain has not been tampered and everything is completely fine. And the persons who are doing this, are called miners. Miners. They are individuals, persons who have a lot of knowledge about the blockchain, the tech world, and they are using high-powered computers, high-technology computers. And those computers are taking a lot of energy, electricity basically, and bahut consume hota hai. These people are called miners. And the process is called mining, that they are just validating the transactions कि सब कुछ ठीक है या नहीं है. And अगर कुछ भी गलत होगा, it means the chain is tampered. And गलत होता है, obviously. We have seen in the past that the cryptocurrencies have been stolen. Because obviously when someone said that this system is a decentralized system, and by decentralized, I mean there is no central authority. Like for example, in the case of our rupee or the note, we have the RBI on it. RBI is the governing authority. RBI is the person who is responsible for printing the currency. But in case of the cryptocurrencies, there is no central authority. No central authority. Abhi tum bol sakte ho ki like they have started to regulate it like because of the tax purposes and 30% ka tax lag gaya. But still in budget, it wasn't clear if it is legal or illegal. Just a tax was imposed, 30% ka tax. It's somewhere in between. On one side, our Honorable Finance Minister, Ms. Nirmala Sitharaman, she showed some interest for these like cryptocurrencies and digital world. And she indirectly said that we are like posing a tax on it. But on one hand, a few days before, RBI governor said, these have no underlying assets and these are the risky ones. And this can create risk for our macroeconomic society or the world basically. On one side, the RBI governor is completely against nahi. Crypto nahi. And on one side, a tax has been imposed in the budget, maybe giving an indirect indication that the cryptos can go ahead. But still that thing is not clear. Then how to go for it? So that is the fact which like no one is clear about. Okay, and in looming all this, the cryptocurrency market is one, like going on this and all that. Sometimes the cryptocurrency market is rising or sometimes the cryptocurrency market is falling. Okay, so all these things are basically like going on in the market that must be cleared ahead. Okay, so that must be like to be clear. Just a second. I guess, yeah. So basically when we talk about, just a second, give me. Am I audible now? Hello?
Yes, Maurya.
Yes, Maurya.
Going down connection here. I don't know what happened. Yeah. So talking about, yeah, I was close it. So talking about it, I was on this, yeah. So again, like there is so much confusion like being going on about this. Kya kare hum like cryptocurrencies ka. So like that is something different. So talking about the blockchain, I told you, but now people call it as a decentralized system. And decentralized क्यों बोलते हैं? I like told you, because the RBI is like मतलब कि not regulating this, and that is one thing. Okay, and people call it as a public ledger and a decentralized system. And why a public ledger? Because it is widely available to public. And a peer-to-peer network, because one set of public are being able to interact with the other set of public. That all transactions are visible to everyone just in the terms of this hash function. That's why it's a public ledger. Because I can verify it if someone is coming to me and sending me something, I can just like see कि previous hash function वो match हो रहा है या नहीं. अगर match हो रहा है, it means everything is fine. अगर match नहीं हो रहा है, it means something has been tampered. It's a public ledger, a decentralized system, and a peer-to-peer network. So that is one thing that must be clear. Hash function कैसे insert होता है? Hash function is inserted by using the cryptography. For all the people who are from the BCom honors batch, they are like quite familiar with the term of cryptography. Semester 1, subject of business law, last chapter, IT Act 2000. We talk about the cryptocurrency, not the cryptocurrency, the cryptography, sorry. Yes, we talk about the hash keys, digital signature, public key. The public key is the username basically, and the private key is the password that we are using. Okay, for all those who are out from the BCom batch and who are like new here, the thing is the cryptography is basically a technology that generates a hash function or an encrypted message, so that कोई बाहर वाला कोई देख ना पाए and उसको कुछ समझ ना आए कि क्या लिखा है, in simple sense. Okay, so basically this hash function is generated which no one can see it, and only this hash function की form में ही एक public key वहां पे मिलेगी, because that public key would be like visible to everyone, but your private key won't be visible. Like for example, when I mail to someone, okay, so my username is morehanspal@gmail.com. So morehanspal is the public key, and the password that I am using is the private key. So you can just view my name and you cannot view the private key, right? So that is one thing for which the people must be clear about, be it the people who are from the commerce batch or the non-commerce batch. So that one thing should be like very clear to you. So when I talk about using the crypto, like the topic of like cryptography, so how someone like verifies it? So like, for example, when I am getting like something, or like something is sending me, or like someone is sending me a mail, so only his like username would be like available to me. Similarly, in case of the cryptocurrencies, if someone is sending me the cryptocurrencies, only his username would be like available to me. And username in the form of the hash. Uska naam nahi hoga. Like for example, there is a person Rahul, and Rahul sent me some bitcoins. ठीक है, तो वहां पे लिखा नहीं होगा कि rahul@this.com. It would be hash 1 2 3 4 5. So only that would be like visible. If someone can track that, if someone can decode that, which is quite tough, and which the hackers have done in the past, वो कर लोगे तो it's hack, but it's very difficult. And जितना मतलब systems hack हो रहे हैं ना, उतना these systems are being like becoming more tough and complicated to hack in future, because एक loophole हमेशा होता है, and जितनी बारी वो hack हो रहा है, so like people are like getting to know कि loophole कहाँ पे था, and they're मतलब trying to improve that, because everything is penetrable, be it the blockchain or anything, but the blockchain is like मतलब कि less penetrable as compared to the other currencies, you can say, in a basic manner. So this was the thing about the basic of the blockchain and cryptocurrencies as we talk about. A big topic आता है कि what do we mean by the proof of work, and then we have the proof of stake. And अभी recently in the case of Solana we had the proof of history, एक नया आ गया. So ये क्या proofs हैं and क्या बातचीत हो रही है? Talking about the proof of work, कुछ नहीं है, simple sense में समझो, the miners are mining these transactions, right? Miner बीच में बैठा है like in blocks के. Just imagine the miners are sitting like between these blocks. You have the miners in between, like somewhere here. या miners बैठे हुए हैं. And these are like not the one, these are the group of people who have high power, high technology power, high computer power, and money also. Okay, these people are like sitting here, and these are like mining the transactions. The persons are miner and the process is mining. Okay, so basically for the every transaction that they mine, they get a reward, and उनको मतलब कि bitcoins में reward मिलता है, and that reward gets halved every time. Currently it's going at 6.25. पहले था it was like 12.5, then 25, half होता जा रहा है. अगले बारी में 6.25 का like it would get half. 6.25 का half, 3.25. So 3.125. So that would get half. So as the proof of work, जो वो काम कर रहे हैं mining का, they are getting the reward. So that is the proof of work. On Google, on various other websites, you will find some complicated like मतलब की definitions of the proof of work. They'll use like a lot of technical jargons. Miner is doing this, that, XYZ. No, that's the simple meaning. But why did like proof of stake come into place? Proof of stake was a better version of the proof of work, because in proof of work, there is a group of people who have the computer power, large computers and electricity, and they're able to control a great transactions. As in case of oiling companies, they बोलते हैं ना, एक cartel form हो गया, OPEC and all. And these companies are like controlling the prices of oil. Similarly, in the case of proof of work, there was an issue that these people were controlling the transactions. And there was a kind of risk that these persons can also manipulate the transactions. Because जब सब काम कर रहे हैं एक साथ, and all these powerful people have come together, so they can like manipulate anything for their own gains. So then the concept of the proof of stake came into. In proof of stake, a random person would be chosen from all these people. The person like who would have the maximum bitcoins or any other kind of cryptocurrencies and the maximum power of computing. Only that person would be allowed to mine the transactions and not all, ताकि कुछ भी गलत ना हो. And that person who is mining the transaction, that person will have to stake his coins. उससे अपने coins को इन simple चीजों में बोले, अपने coins को कुर्बान करना पड़ेगा, stake पे लगाना पड़ेगा. And stake पर क्यों लगाना पड़ेगा? अगर उसने कुछ भी गलत करा, कुछ भी किया fraud, his coins would be get lost in the market, उसको वापस नहीं मिलेंगे. तो अपने पैसे के लिए, ताकि उसका पैसा ना डूबे खुद का, that person would be working well, because now his coins are at stake. कुछ stake पे है, उसका पैसा stake पे है. And the coins which are put at stake are much more than the transactions he's mining. That's why the risk is also high for that person. तो गलती नहीं हो सकती. Then a proof of history. The proof of history is like not very important. It just came in the case of Solana, and Solana is a new cryptocurrency and बहुत अच्छी चल रही है आजकल market में. So what happened in the proof of history? Like what did they say exactly? That Solana was recording all the previous transactions being held on the platform. And it was keeping a history in the form, अगर कुछ भी आगे कुछ गलत होता है पास के बेसिस पे, so that network can detect it कि यहाँ पे तो ये हुआ था and आगे जाके तो ये हो रहा है, क्यों हो रहा है. Okay, though that thing is like मतलब कि not so popular right now. The proof of work and the proof of stake is the most popular one right now. That is the main thing. अब confusion की बात थी, the cryptocurrency versus token. अब cryptocurrency and token में क्या difference होता है? See, like cryptocurrencies have their own blockchain. उनके लिए खुद की एक chain होगी, like they'll have the blockchain. For example, Ether is the cryptocurrency. Ethereum is the blockchain. People confuse Ether and Ethereum. बोलते हैं same ही तो है, क्या ज़्यादा है? No. Ether is the cryptocurrency. Ethereum is the blockchain. And not all the cryptocurrencies have their own blockchain. Whereas maximum of the cryptocurrencies are running on Ethereum only. And that's the fact. तो जिन currencies का या जिन coins में बोलूंगा, ठीक है, मैं currency नहीं बोलूंगा, जिन coins का underlying कोई मतलब कि block ही नहीं खुद का, those are the tokens. That is a major difference. If a cryptocurrency is having its own blockchain, खुद की बनाई हुई, खुद की मतलब कि जिसने मतलब मान लो कि जो बंदा वो currency market में लाया, that person also came up with the blockchain of that currency. That is a cryptocurrency. अगर मान लो कि बस टोकन ले आया एंड मतलब किसी और के लिए क्रिप्टो मतलब कि किसी और की ब्लॉकचेन पे चल रहा है, सो दैट्स अ टोकन. ओके, अब बिटकॉइन हमको पता है क्या होता है, मैंने बहुत बारी कर दी. देन स्टेबल कॉइंस एंड शिट कॉइंस. सी द क्रिप्टो मार्केट इज वेरी लाइक वॉलेटाइल मार्केट, एंड वहां पे लाइक हमें कुछ नहीं पता होता मार्केट कब बढ़ेगी एंड कब गिरेगी. ओके, बट देयर आर सम कॉइंस व्हिच टेंड टू बी स्टेबल. एंड व्हाई? बिकॉज दे वर्क विद द करेंसीज ऑफ सम अदर मार्केट. For example, there are some bitcoins who are like working with the US currency, the USBT, the US bitcoins. Similarly, there are some bitcoins who are like paired with a national currency of some other country, and those are like coming together. Okay, so अगर तो उसमें क्या होगा, अगर मान लो कि the US currency is rising, then the bitcoin will also rise. अगर वो currency गिर रही है, then the bitcoin will also fall. And similarly for the other currencies also, like which have been paired up. That's a stable coin who is like deriving its value from the other currency. Then you have the shit coins. Shit coin is the classic example people know. Shiba Inu and all these things. That coin with a dog image. Okay, like people are talking about Shiba Inu and they're talking about, and they call it as the killer of the cryptocurrencies and a large number of shit coins. So like what exactly we mean by the shit coins? By shit coins we mean, देखो, ये Dogecoin and like Shiba Inu we all know and बहुत सारे हैं. So the thing is, like when these came into the market now, these were just a random coins that came into the market. The creator of these coins was not even sure कि ये coins हैं वो चलेंगे भी या नहीं. कि just के मतलब कि मजे में मतलब कि बस coin बना दिया and market में डाल दिया. Just on a random basis. And that person just introduce these coins like just to make fun of the other currencies. ठीक है? But like coin चल गया. That's why like we call it as a shit coin. Just like a tulip we can say. कि बस चल गया. So that is the thing and people are buying it. The next thing is the initial coin offer. When we talk about the initial coin offer, first of all, people know about the IPOs, the initial public offering. And the trend we have seen in the past year. एक के बाद एक IPOs आए जा रहे हैं, right? So IPO is something we know when a company wants to list its share in the market. That's an IPO. ICO is same as the IPO, just in case a company or an organization is coming with its cryptocurrencies. That's it. इंडिया में ज्यादा ये नहीं होता ICO. इंडिया के बाहर ज्यादा होता है because like मतलब कि बाहर की countries have adopted it in a much better way. That is the same thing. Because सारी currencies mostly जो भी सब मतलब कि network आ रहे हैं तो मतलब कि बाहर से ही आ रहे हैं mostly. This ICO is most common outside India, but let's see in future India में भी अगर कुछ आएगा तो. In India में like we had the Polygon network and the Matic currency. Okay, but that was like not termed as a big ICO because at that time इतना मतलब कि दो craze था cryptocurrencies में, but ICOs इतना नहीं होता because in India like people know about IPOs, the initial public offer. NFOs भी पता होता है, the new fund offer, and that is for the mutual funds. तो ICO का इतना क्रेज नहीं आया है, तो बाहर की कंट्रीज में भी कम है, बट इंडिया से ज्यादा है. So the term basically like the people must know and the students especially, the ICO is same as the IPO, but shares की जगह एक cryptocurrency market में आ रही है. Now like talking about अगर मैं कुछ चीजों की बात करूँ, like when we daily like हम बात करते हैं market में. In the earlier times, a large number of people they said कि crypto नहीं है and crypto like बकवास है and cryptocurrency में like we should like not invest. But still like back behind people are investing and they are like मतलब कि not telling to public. They have their own wallets and they are investing into like cryptocurrencies. But कोई बता नहीं रहा है. करें दे बेकार हैं कुछ नहीं है. Because at the end everyone is greedy for money and that is the fact. If the cryptocurrency is able to give you, as in the starting of the session, like we witnessed a term of like 6,400% in the introduction of the session. 6,400% अगर crypto बढ़ रहा है, तो why would no one invest here? Share market ही average में आपको like 12% and 15% का return देती है. Cryptocurrency अगर 6,400, Shiba Inu, it rose by 8 lakh% in past 1 year. 8 lakh%, Shiba Inu, a shit coin. So why would no one invest it? But risk hai. So my personal thing is always invest in the cryptocurrencies only that amount like which you can bear. जो तुमको लगता है कि चलो अगर हम कहीं छोड़ के भी आ गए तो कुछ नहीं, ठीक है, नॉर्मल कैश तुम्हें लग रहा है पड़ा हुआ कुछ नहीं होता, अगर कोई ले भी गया तो लाइक वी डोंट केयर, तो ऐसे कैश पे इन्वेस्ट करो क्रिप्टो में. बाकी मेन पोर्टफोलियो शुड बी इन स्टॉक्स, बॉन्ड्स, थिंग्स बहुत मार्केट में है लाइक अलग अलग चीजें. ओके, so that is the thing. But now people have started to like even like big companies like the Goldman Sachs, you had JP Morgan, you had like Morgan Stanley, like the CEOs of these companies, like they used to say like the cryptocurrencies are bad and humko nahi karna. But now they have started making their contracts on cryptocurrencies. And even where I personally work at JP Morgan Chase and Company, so there people have started to demand like we want to invest in cryptos because inka portfolio is into stocks and bonds. अब अगर पब्लिक की डिमांड ही आ रही है तो why would a bank deny it? बिजनेस ही खत्म होगा बैंक का obviously. Like if some other company says yes, they are. Even the CEO of the company is like investing. Even मतलब बहुत लोगों ने जिन्होंने बोला था हम नहीं कर रहे, they have started to be inclined towards this phase of cryptocurrencies. They are like investing into it. बहुत सारे मतलब कि products आ रहे हैं. People are making a portfolio of the cryptocurrencies, stocks, bonds, commodities, everything. So that is the thing you can look for. But keep that one notion at stake, that the amount that you should invest in the cryptos must be देख के कि तुम्हें कितना करना है and कितना तुम सह सकते हो loss. That is one thing you need to think about. Okay. Nowadays, people are like also talking about the crypto shilling. Shilling, we call it as shilling. लिख देता हूँ यहाँ word. मैं लिखा नहीं है shilling. We talk about the crypto shilling, and everyone is doing the crypto shilling nowadays. And what क्या होता है crypto shilling? Because people are like using this word and then we like मतलब कि come at points कि क्या बोल रहे. Crypto shilling is nothing but people are using excessive advertising for the cryptos. That they are calling the celebrities. अमिताभ बच्चन को भी like बुलाया था, then फिर रणवीर सिंह भी आया था, then फिर सलमान खान को भी बुलाया था किसी के लिए, like Coin TCX and Vazit and all these people are calling it excessive marketing. That is shilling. And marketing करने के लिए shilling has also an element of a negativity in it. कि मतलब कि marketing करने के लिए कुछ भी करेंगे. Even some of these big platforms were blamed of hacking the YouTube channels of large influencers, like who talk upon the cryptos and finance. उनके channel को hack करके they started to post the content on cryptos and blockchain. That is the negative part of shilling. So shilling is something to promotion करने के लिए कुछ भी कर रहे हो, in the positive way and the negative. And the second term people talk about is the crypto airdrops. 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 Airdrops is something when a new platform comes into place, or when a new cryptocurrency or a token comes into place. You might have heard people that these platforms are offering huge discounts. कि हम मतलब कि platform fees हम कर देते हैं free. आप एक क्रिप्टो खरीदो, इसके बदले आपको हम 2 देंगे क्रिप्टोस. फिर आप ये कूपन कोड यूज करो, आप मतलब कि रेफरल पॉइंट्स अर्न करो, आप उसको रेफर करो एंड विल गिव यू द बिटकॉइंस. And these are just for the short term, just to attract people into this thing. So that is the airdrops. But attracting people into by these discounts and offers, which will not sustain for future. So that is one thing. I'll just show you one thing. Give me a second. Microsoft. Okay, I'll have to open the tab now. Just a second. Is the Google Chrome visible? I don't think so.
No, Maurya, it's not visible.
Why does not like stop presenting? Stop presenting ही नहीं हो रहा.
Try once more.
Wait, I'm doing it. Stop presenting. I don't know why does not stop presenting. हो गया. Yeah. Yes. So I'll just share my screen once again. Is it visible now? The coin market cap.
Yes.
Yeah. See, like when we go for the stock market, we look at the trading view cap, right? तो उसमें भी देख सकते हो, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, ऐसा कुछ मना नहीं कर रहा मैं. But the thing is कि coin market app is one platform that provides you everything for crypto, and it's a free. Like for the basic services that you will need, it would be free. Okay, and it's not a promotion. Okay, because coin market cap is not here. Okay, it's not a promotion. I'm just telling. So the thing is कि coin market cap में like you can know everything about the cryptocurrencies and all these stuff. Okay, Like for example, if you want to know like which like cryptocurrency is working well, so that's an link of the coinmarketcap.com. Okay, so यहाँ पे they have seen the highest one is obviously the Bitcoin, because Bitcoin has the highest supply. Okay, and this is on the basis of the last 7 days का chart है ये, and this is the price, the 24 hours percentage change in price, the 7 day, the market cap. See, on the basis of the market cap अभी मैंने करा हुआ. So on the basis of the market cap, the Bitcoin is the highest one, then Ether and this all. But if I do it on the basis of the 24-hour volume, and 24 hour का मतलब है past 24 hours में किस क्रिप्टो करेंसीज में सबसे ज्यादा ट्रेड हुआ है. Okay, and this is something which is used by the traders also. Okay, like who go for the short term trading and all, कि आज खरीदना है और आज ही बेचना है. So those people work on the volume and price both. So अगर आपको देखना है कि लास्ट 24 घंटे में कौन से करेंसी सबसे ज्यादा ट्रेड हुई है, you can go to the coin market cap and see लास्ट 24 घंटे में ये वाली करेंसी हुई है ट्रेड. तो शॉर्ट टर्म ट्रेडर्स होंगे, they'll buy and sell this and they'll earn a profit, मतलब कि मार्केट के बेसिस पे. अगर 24 आवर्स में मतलब कितना प्राइस चेंज हुआ है मतलब लाइक किसी करेंसी का, तो सबसे ज्यादा बड़ा है इसका गाला, बिकॉज करेंसीज बहुत सारी हैं. मतलब उसमें ऐसा होगा कि नाम भी नहीं सुने होंगे, बहुत सारी थाउजेंड्स लैक्स में करेंसी है. ओके, सो बाय दिस यू कैन गो फॉर इट. एंड ये तो मतलब कि ट्रेडिंग, अगर तुम्हें लास्ट 7 days का चार्ट दिखना है, सो लाइक दिस फैसिलिटी इज आल्सो अवेलेबल फॉर एवरीथिंग, चाहे गाला हो चाहे बिटकॉइन हो. तो लाइक अभी टाइम कम है, तो आई एम जस्ट टेलिंग यू नॉर्मली लाइक जो भी करेंसी हो, देखो ये मतलब कि 1 day का प्राइस देख सकते हो तुम, 7 days का देख सकते हो तुम, 1 year का देख सकते हो. एंड मतलब जो अगर मान लो कि 7 days का मैं देखता हूँ, जो गाला करेंसी है मैं देख सकता हूँ कि उसका प्राइस अराउंड स्टार्टिंग में मतलब कि 9th of Feb के अराउंड इट वाज हाई, देन फिर रेड में चला गया, देन अभी थोड़ा सा बढ़ना स्टार्ट हुआ है, आज के दिन ही हुआ है 15th के अराउंड 12:50 PM के आसपास. ओके, तो अगर मैं इस करेंसी को मान लो मैं यहाँ पर खरीद लेता एंड यहाँ पर बेच देता, यहाँ खरीद कर डाउन पे यहाँ बेच देता, स्टिल आई वुड हैव मेड अ प्रॉफिट. सो मतलब कि ट्रेडर्स देखते हैं कि चार्ट कैसा जा रहा है, दे ट्राई टू सी ओके, एंड कौन से कम प्राइस पे दे कैन बाय एंड ग्रीन पे दे कैन सेल. अब ये ग्रीन हमको नहीं पता कि कितना आगे जाएगा, एंड पता है हम लगा सकते हैं थ्रू द टेक्निकल एनालिसिस एंड ऑल दैट व्हिच इज आउट ऑफ द स्कोप ऑफ द डिस्कशन. सिमिलरली ये सब चीजें लाइक यू कैन गेट टू नो. Similarly, if I go back, let's come to the favorite one, Bitcoin. And the Bitcoin has a limited supply. 21 million की ही supply है, and that is why the Bitcoin commands a greater price as compared to other currencies. अगर किसी भी स्टूडेंट से कोई आगे आके पूछ ले why the price of Bitcoin is so high, because of the scarcity and lack of supply. The thing which is rare, the thing which has less supply is always costly. That is why Bitcoin has the highest one, and बाकी one have unlimited ones. And जो भी नई नई currencies आई हैं after the Bitcoin, they all have been an improvement over the Bitcoin. And that was a main agenda कि पहली वाली currency से better करना है. Because Bitcoin, it used to take like 10 minutes to validate a transaction, एक block से दूसरे पे. Then come Ether. Ether took just 25 seconds. Then you have the Ripple. It took just 4 seconds. Then you have the Litecoin. It took just 2.5 seconds. Time कम हुआ और लोगों का काम जल्दी हुआ. Now the new currencies that are coming वो seconds में काम कर रही हैं, seconds में. So make note of one thing. Second question: if someone asks you why the cryptocurrencies come in market new and हमेशा, that is to have an improvement over the previous one. और अगर हम Bitcoin के बारे में हम और जानना चाहते हैं, so on this Bitcoin, like once we click on the white paper. तो जब हम व्हाइट पेपर पे क्लिक करेंगे, लाइक वील गेट ऑल द इंफॉर्मेशन रिगार्डिंग द बिटकॉइन. एक पीडीएफ खुलेगी एंड लाइक यूल गेट ऑल द इंफॉर्मेशन. अब मैं जो बोल रहा था, इफ आई गो टू द होल्डर्स, देखो यहाँ पे सब डेटा है तुम्हारा, लाइक हिस्टोरिकल डेटा एंड ये सब तुम निकाल सकते हो. इफ आई गो टू होल्डर्स, ये देखो, एंड दिस आई वाज टॉकिंग अबाउट. एड्रेस पढ़ो इनका, 34 XP 4V एंड ऑल दैट, राइट? एंड दैट वाज आई वाज टॉकिंग अबाउट, लाइक दीज टाइप्स ऑफ नेम. अब इस पर्सन का नेम नहीं है, बट दीज आर द होल्डर्स, जिन लोगों ने वो बिटकॉइन रखा हुआ है अपने पास ऑर्डर वाइज. एंड दिस पर्सन, लाइक whosoever he is, he has a maximum. He is controlling 1.2% supply of the Bitcoin. He can be anyone. He can be Elon Musk. he can be any other person. So just imagine if this 1.2 wala person, he sold his Bitcoin. तो crash नहीं आएगा market में? आएगा. Because he's having the maximum of it. वो जब बेच देगा तो market will come down एकदम से. This person, then second this. इन लोगों का नाम नहीं है, but the amount that they are holding and the supply लिखी हुई है. तो जो सबसे ज्यादा ये क्रिप्टोज कंट्रोल कर रहा है person, if that person is buying and selling, the market would be affected on that. And this is the live example, hence proved. जो like हम मैथ्स में करते हैं ना, hence proved. Hence proved. This person XYZ is holding the maximum crypto and लोग हैं जो hold कर रहे हैं. Okay, so that is one thing that the people must be like clear about. Okay, so like before ending this session, I'll just take like two like small topics. Like people talk about the crypto staking and the yield farming. What is crypto staking and yield farming? For example, when you invest your money, or like for example, when you invest into FDs, you get a certain rate of interest, right? But that rate of 6%, 5.75% आजकल के time में. Similarly, you can also stake your cryptos. Investing in an FD को हम बोलते हैं staking in cryptos. अब क्रिप्टो को स्टेक करोगे तो you will get a rate of interest उस पर 6%, 5%, 8%. So मतलब कि that it depends upon the organization. But they give a higher rate of interest as compared to other instruments. Why? The basic principle of finance: higher the risk, higher the expected return. And return in the form of the interest payment that they will give you. And the cryptocurrencies are risky, right? अब जो चीज रिस्की होती है वहां पे एक रिटर्न की एक्सपेक्टेशन भी ज्यादा होती है. That is why you can also stake your coins, but stake करने से पहले तुमको खरीदना पड़ेगा. So that is the thing you must look for. You have to purchase the coins. Okay, and purchasing के लिए, like if you want to learn cryptos and all, you can open the Coin DCX or like the WazirX. So all these platforms are available. Just tell me one thing: is this platform like visible to everyone? The WazirX?
Yes.
Okay, so that is the dummy account of me. Okay. The thing is, even I have bought some cryptos in the dummy account. Okay, like just for the purpose of teaching you. Like the main one is different. So the thing is, what happens in this WazirX में ना, a platform खोलोगे ना, like it will open like this, and that's a practical scenario I'm telling you. ठीक है, तो ये जो भी सब मतलब कि students हैं, like they can go through it. यहाँ पे ऐसे दिए होंगे. The USDT, these are in the US dollars. Okay, this is in the INR because like we'll be trading in rupees. अभी like मतलब कि Bitcoin का chart ऊपर है. You can also even change it to like Shiba Inu and L, and like you can get to know about the pattern of this. So that is all about. If you are analyzing this pattern, you should understand the pattern of the stock market first. क्रिप्टो में इन्वेस्ट करने से पहले स्टॉक मार्केट को थोड़ा समझो, देन उसी के बाद ही तुम क्रिप्टो में करना इन्वेस्ट, उससे पहले नहीं तो ये जो पैटर्न्स नहीं आएंगे समझ. ये मतलब कैंडलस्टिक क्या है, ये क्या है. सो फर्स्ट यू नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड. ओके, एंड दिस इज दे आर टेलिंग यू द ऑर्डर वैल्यू. अगर लाइक मतलब कि शिबा इनू की बात करूं, इतनी वॉल्यूम ट्रेड हो रही है, द बाय प्राइस इज दिस, द सेल प्राइस इज दिस, एंड द वॉल्यूम इज बीइंग ट्रेडेड. अभी ये हो रहा है कि बाइंग ज्यादा हो रही है ग्रीन में एंड सेलिंग कम हो रही है वॉल्यूम में. तो इट मींस इट्स एंड मतलब कि चेंज होता जाएगा. वो देखो एक सेकंड में चेंज हो रहा है. ओके, तो अगर बाइंग ज्यादा है तो इट माइट मीन दैट द प्राइस माइट राइज इन फ्यूचर. एंड अगर वॉल्यूम में अगर सेलिंग ज्यादा हो रही है, इट मींस द प्राइस विल फॉल. एंड यहाँ पे लाइक दे विल गिव यू अ विंडो. यहाँ पे तुम प्राइस डालो, अमाउंट कितना खरीदना है तुम्हें. लाइक इफ यू वांट टू बाय 100 एंड टोटल INR मतलब 0.24 का हो गया प्राइस. तुम जितने तुम INRs खरीदते जाओगे, एज ए सेड यू, शेयर्स पूरे खरीदने पड़ते हैं. बट द क्रिप्टो करेंसीज यू कैन इवन बाय इन यूनिट्स, 0.2222. एंड मिनिमम लाइक डिफरेंट प्लेटफॉर्म्स हैव डिफरेंट मिनिमम अमाउंट. कुछ बोलते हैं कि 50 रुपए इज द मिनिमम, कुछ बोलते हैं 100 रुपए इज द मिनिमम. WazirX में इट्स 100 शायद. तो यू हैव टू बाय मतलब कि दैट मिनिमम. ओके, एंड 100 इन द प्राइस आई एम सेइंग टोटल INR मतलब 100 रुपए का कुछ खरीदना ही खरीदना है, चाहे यूनिट्स कितने भी हों. ओके, एंड ऑटोमेटिक देखो ये सब वॉल्यूम भी चेंज हो रही है. एंड एक सेकंड से पहले अभी यहाँ पे था कि वॉल्यूम ज्यादा थी, ठीक है, फिर यहाँ पे कम थी, ठीक है, फिर यहाँ पे ज्यादा हो गई और यहाँ पे कम हो गई. इट्स चेंजिंग. दैट्स यू कैन सी हाउ मतलब कि वोलेटाइल द मार्केट इज, हाउ वोलेटाइल. एक सेकंड में चेंज हो रही है, मतलब सेकंड से पहले ही चेंज हो रही है. ओके, so that is one thing you must be like clear for. So I hope this session में like you understood कि भाई about the basic topics of the cryptocurrencies and the blockchain जो तुमको पता होना चाहिए. And सीखने के लिए you people can open your account in like WazirX or CoinDCX, like wherever you want to. So that one thing you can do for you. And before I answer your queries, give me 3 minutes, 3 to 4 minutes. I'll share something with you. And that's like beneficial for the students of all the streams here. Because I'm not talking anything about core finance here, okay, because people are from different streams. So I'll tell you something which is common for all. Okay. Now the screen. No, not this. Yeah. Just tell me like if it's visible. The skill building one.
Yes.
Visible? Yeah. See, I'll take just like 3 to 4 minutes. So the thing is, for all the students like who want to build or like who want a skill building, and that skill building is common for all the fields. Like be it you go for finance, marketing, HR, operations, or anything. In all the fields of academics, some common skills are like which are required for everyone. Okay, so me and my startup has prepared a complete course on Excel, Tableau, Power BI, and dashboards and all that stuff. Okay, I know a large people are offering the same course, okay, like on different platforms and all, but I will tell you like what we are offering in a different way, okay, and why we are different in this. See, what we are doing, like we are providing you everything about Excel, Tableau, Power BI, and how to create dashboards. Because these things like you would require to know in future, be it any job that you go for. And what we are doing, all the Excel functions from A to Z, also the new Excel functions, the new Tableau functions, new Power BI functions, or anything new in dashboards that come in the market. Because these offices of Microsoft, it gets upgraded each year. Okay, and something new comes. Excel में कुछ नया आ जाता है या किसी और चीज में कुछ नया आ जाता है, right? But the courses that you buy from outside, those are not continuously upgraded. ठीक है, तो अब क्या उसमें क्या होता है कि आपको बस रिकॉर्डेड मॉड्यूल्स मिल जाते हैं, आपने पेमेंट करा एंड मॉड्यूल्स देखे बस. पर दोज मॉड्यूल्स आर नॉट अपडेटेड कि मार्केट में कुछ नया अगर आज आया एंड कल मैंने किसी को कोर्स सेल करा, ठीक है, सो दैट पर्सन मतलब लाइक ही वोंट गेट टू नो कि आज नया क्या आया. So what we are doing, we are continuously upgrading the course free of cost. एक starting की one time payment के बाद free of cost. All the continuous upgradations on these platforms, it would be done on free of cost. कुछ भी Excel में नया आया, because like recently you had the Microsoft Office 365 और उसमें बहुत सारे Excel functions आए हैं and Power BI functions आए हैं जो पहले में नहीं है. And the students and people are struggling in corporates. मतलब कि हमको like function तो ये बता दिया, then हमको like करना नहीं आ रहा. Because those people have their own trainers as well. Since I recently became a Microsoft certified trainer as well, that is why I'm bringing to you this. So that is the thing, we would be continuously upgrading the course on a continuous basis. कुछ भी market में नया आएगा will be given free of cost. Modules, live classes सब होंगे. Okay, so that is the thing. And the second most important thing about this course is you will be learning in the practical experience कि job में exactly तुम use क्या करते हो. Like we'll be giving you the real life scenarios and problems जो तुम corporate में as such करोगे. Like you'll be sitting in the shoes of an employee and working on these. क्या होता है? And the third thing, if we get a good number of enrollments, I'll be giving you the Microsoft Office 365 absolutely free. That cost would be like 35,000 or 40,000, and उसका भी जो मतलब like जो license होता है, you'll have to like मतलब कि साल by साल उसका कुछ renew का scene होता है. Like मतलब कि 1 year you buy, the second year you have to like buy the license once again. And वो lifelong तुम्हें like खरीदना पड़ेगा. And अगर तुम lifelong वाले में like you have to pay like 4,000, 5,000 per month. And अगर तुम permanent ले रहे हो forever with continuous upgradation, that would cost you 60 to 70,000 rupees. That would be given to you with this course free of cost if I get a good number of enrollments from Deshbandhu College. Because that's an investment for lifetime. The course for lifetime, the continuous upgradation for lifetime, and Microsoft Office 365 worth rupees 75,000. Because आगे जाकर like तुम्हें खरीदना पड़ेगा उसको. अभी लग रहा होगा कि जॉब नहीं लगी, नहीं, but जब जॉब पे जाओगे वो खरीदना पड़ेगा. And that will cost you 4,000 per month. और lifelong के लिए 75,000 rupees वो फ्री में मिलेगा. That is one thing you can go for. So that was one thing. So now I'll take up your queries. Chat box. Oh, good question.
Just before the queries, I would like to thank Dr. Aditya Saxena, sir. He's the coordinator of IQAC. We have him with us. Thank you for joining, sir.
Thank you so much, sir. It's a pleasure.
Yeah, now you may continue.
Yeah. Okay. I've shared some links in the chat box so you people can contact me with it. Okay. Baki, I'll just go on with your queries. I'll see in the chat box. Okay, links you people can save and connect with me on these platforms. Okay. One question I take by Adivya Pathak. JP Morgan has predicted Ether will reach near BTC in the coming time. How do they predict this? See, the way that you predict the stock market, right? Like if you have some knowledge about stock market, so in the stock market, like what people are doing, that they are trying to predict the share prices, right? कि इस कंपनी का शेयर प्राइस आगे जाके कितना होगा, इस कंपनी के शेयर को हमें किस प्राइस पे खरीदना है, इस कंपनी के शेयर को हमको किस प्राइस पे बेचना है. So all these kinds of valuations are being done in the stock market. Same concept holds for the Bitcoin and the Ether as well. So what are they doing exactly? If the Bitcoin, like I'll give you a basic example, like just some random example. Like for example, if over the past 10 years, the Bitcoin has grown by 5,000%. Example, if over the past 10 years, the Bitcoin has grown by 5,000%. Just assume Ethereum, it came 2 years after the Bitcoin. ठीक है, Ethereum को market में हो गए हैं 8 साल. Okay, अब now they would see 8 years में Bitcoin की growth कितनी थी. They'll try to compare Ethereum with Bitcoin on the basis of a common stand. अगर आज 10 साल बाद 5,000 है, तो क्या पता जब 2 साल पहले, मतलब जब Bitcoin को सिर्फ 8 years हुए थे, it grew just by 3,500%. Example. So now they'll say Ethereum को भी अब 8 साल हो गए हैं. जब Bitcoin को 8 साल हुए थे, that grew by 3,500. अब Ethereum को भी 8 साल हो गए हैं, and Ethereum is also growing by around 3,500%. हो सकता है वो 3,400 हो, 3,499 हो, 3,11 हो, ठीक है, but near होगा. So on the basis of that, they're just giving their estimation, just a prediction. It's not a reality, just a prediction. अगर वो सेम करेंसी चली तो क्या पता कि ईथर भी चल जाए, because ether is the second one. Okay, in the field of finance we call it as a relative valuation. सेम कंपनीज को तुम कंपेयर करते हो, सिमिलरली तुम करेंसीज को भी कंपेयर कर रहे हो, एक प्रेडिक्शन होती है. इट्स नॉट अ वर्ड, हो गया तो हो गया, नो, इट्स जस्ट अ प्रेडिक्शन. Second one, if you want to invest, then on which shall we invest initially, shares or Bitcoin? Obviously shares यार, go for shares. Bitcoins में रिस्क मत लो. मैंने बोला जो पैसा तुम्हारे पास है उसको बचाओ, सीखो स्टॉक मार्केट, 500 रुपीज से इन्वेस्ट करो मिनिमम. अगर स्टॉक मार्केट को सीखो, कुछ मतलब स्टार्टिंग में क्या होगा ना, लाइक विल बाय द शेयर्स एंड लॉसेज होंगे, फिर लोगे लॉसेज होंगे, सीखने को मिलेगा. अ पॉइंट विल कम दैट यू विल ट्राई टू रियलाइज कि मैं ये गलती करता था या करती थी, एंड ये शेयर इस प्राइस पे खरीदा था, इंडस्ट्री के बारे में नहीं पढ़ा था मैंने, आई जस्ट बॉट इट. देन तुम इंडस्ट्री के बारे में पढ़ोगे. जब इंडस्ट्री के बारे में पढ़ोगे तो उस इंडस्ट्री के सारे स्टॉक्स को पढ़ोगे. जब सारे स्टॉक्स को पढ़ोगे, देन तुम कंपनीज को समझोगे, देन फिर स्ट्रॉन्ग कंपनी तुम पिकअप करोगे. ऐसे ऐसे तुम सीखोगे. ठीक है, दैट्स द थिंग. ओके, प्लीज एक्सप्लेन, Dr. Brijmohan sir, please explain something about decentralized wallets. Example, trust wallet, metaverse. We can just transfer assets, thereby connecting a wallet to these. Is there any way to directly purchasing from these decentralized wallets? See, the direct way is only through the platform that you can purchase, because platforms are the intermediaries that you'll have to purchase. मतलब कि उसके अलावा कोई चॉइस नहीं है. Because हम बोलते हैं ना, like if you want to invest in foreign stocks, right? The first option is to go for the mutual funds के through, and the second option is you do the individual picking of stocks खुद से. ठीक है, बट उसके लिए भी लाइक you'll have a platform and उसके लिए तुम्हें एक ऐप की नीड होगी. So that is the thing, the first thing that you'll require obviously an app. Okay, and as such कोई मतलब कि straight forward mechanism नहीं है. हो सकता है हो, but do not go for it because hacking बहुत होती है. Just for the sake of like reducing some commission or the some amount, like मतलब वो risk मत लो. Go for the platforms only which are the good ones जो हैं CoinDCX and WazirX, because बहुत सारी fake sites हैं who are offering you these things. ठीक है, मैं नाम नहीं लूंगा, और offering you these things at a very low price, बहुत कम कमीशन पे. ठीक है, और वो ये बोल रहे हैं कि मतलब कि ये एक्सचेंजेस बीच में नहीं है, आप हमसे लो. और अगर क्रिप्टो करेंसी बंद भी हो गई, इंडिया ने अगर बैन भी कर दिया, स्टिल विल परचेज इट. ठीक है, बहुत साइट्स हैं तो इसमें जाओ. एंड मेटावर्स एंड ऑल इज जस्ट थिंग, सी द कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ मेटावर्स एंड ऑल, सी फ्रैंकली स्पीकिंग इट्स अ फैड आई थिंक. ठीक है, बिकॉज मेटावर्स में मतलब कि क्या मजा है कि तुम मतलब तुम वहां पे तुम घर खरीद रहे हो, वहां पे तुम बैठे हो. ठीक है, बिकॉज देयर इज नो पॉइंट लाइक लिविंग इन अ डिजिटल हाउस. Okay, like people prefer to have their own house. Okay, that's my personal understanding. Okay, so that can be like different for different people. Like there is no point purchasing a phone on मतलब phone जो तो मतलब कि यूज ही ना कर सको. ठीक है, तो बात तो लाइक वही हो जाएगी ना, लाइक वी यूज्ड टू सी और अंडरस्टैंड और कि लाइक पीपल पर मतलब कि लाइक पीपल परचेज आईफोन्स, सामने रख देते हैं एंड दे आर लाइक मतलब कि नॉट एबल टू टच इट. बोलते हैं ये क्या हो गया, ये क्या हो गया. बात तो वही हो गई ना. सो आई डोंट बिलीव इन दीज थिंग्स. ठीक है, बट टू सीखने के लिए एंड एक्सपीरियंस करने के लिए वही मैं बोलूंगा कि पैसा कम से कम लगा के सीखने के लिए बस क्या है. बट मेन शुड बी इन स्टॉक मार्केट एंड ऑल. दैट इज अ वन थिंग. बड़े में रियलिस्टिक कॉन्सेप्ट मैंने बोल दिया एंड दैट्स द रियलिटी जो हो रहा है. ओके, थैंक यू सविता मैम. Ethereum is also used in metaverse, for example, like NFT and all. Ether is also. Yeah, I told you. Ethereum is the blockchain and Ether is the crypto. सर जैसे हमारे शेयर परचेज करने से पहले पता है ग्रोथ एंड पोटेंशियल एक्सेट्रा, हमें क्रिप्टो को कैसे जज करें? सी द क्रिप्टोज हैव नो फंडामेंटल्स एज आई टोल्ड यू, एंड द क्रिप्टो करेंसीज कैन ओनली बी जज्ड ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ दोस चार्ट्स. एंड चार्ट्स को समझने के लिए शेयर मार्केट की नॉलेज होनी चाहिए. ठीक है, लाइक बिकॉज द कॉन्सेप्ट इज सेम. जो स्टूडेंट्स है, आई हैव सीन पीपल हु आर इंटरेस्टेड इनटू द टेक्निकल एनालिसिस एंड ऑल दैट, एंड कॉलेज के फर्स्ट ईयर से दे स्टार्टेड. तो उनको पता है कि शेयर्स को कब खरीदना है. वो देख के चार्ट की कैंडलस्टिक पैटर्न का जब ग्रीन है तो ग्रीन की मतलब कि डिफरेंट टाइप्स होते हैं, यहाँ पे खरीदना है. देन फिर रेड हो गई, देन इन्वर्टेड रेड हो गई, देन बेचना है. सेम थिंग गोज फॉर द क्रिप्टो. सो फॉर क्रिप्टो यू नीड टू लर्न द टेक्निकल एनालिसिस. टू विवेक बंसल. थैंक यू सर मैम. NFTs देखो, the like the non-fungible tokens as I told you, NFTs are nothing but कुछ ऐसी चीजें which you can not have in your hand but you can trade on that platform and you can just feel कि तुम्हारे पास हैं. It can be a painting, it can be a signature of a top Bollywood actor or a cricketer, it can be anything else. Even the people can click my photo like on Zoom right now and you people can like sell on like WazirX and all. Okay, and you people can command a price for it. So that's an NFT, a non-fungible token. कि कोई भी तुम्हारा आर्ट है, कुछ भी मतलब चाहे वो अच्छा है चाहे बुरा है, चाहे उसकी वैल्यू है नहीं है, बेकार से बेकार चीज है, यू पीपल कैन सेल एज अ फॉर्म ऑफ द नॉन फंजिबल टोकन. लोग खरीद रहे हैं, बेच रहे हैं, जस्ट उसकी वैल्यू है. दैट्स इट. ओके. New regulation of 30% seems to be too bad for traders but amazing for Bitcoin. See, 30% taxation is something which people have been talking about. See, 30% taxation is something which can give at least a calmness to the people who thought that crypto is banned completely. So crypto is not legal nor illegal, like somewhere in between. Okay, but at least for the sake, like if we call it as an emotional benefit, सुख शांति जिसे हम बोलते हैं, तो मन की शांति के लिए एक 30% टैक्स लगना है somewhere towards legality. So that's an emotional effect, but टैक्स बहुत है. 30% स्ट्रेट फॉरवर्ड. टैक्स पहले भी था, ऐसे नहीं है मतलब कि टैक्स अभी आ गया, टैक्स पहले भी था. द थिंग वाज कि 2 इयर्स के बाद अगर आप सेल कर रहे हो तो 10% का था, एंड 2 इयर्स से पहले कर रहे हो तो 15% का टैक्स था. अब उन्होंने बोल दिया कि आप कभी भी सेल करो एक 30% का टैक्स लगना ही लगना है, एंड तुम्हारा वो TDS भी लगेगा ऑन द प्लेटफॉर्म फीस, जो तो मतलब मान लो मतलब कि 1% की जो सर्विस प्रोवाइडर्स हैं. तो 30% ज़्यादा है, एग्रीड. it has also impacted the market to like certain extent, because अगर आप मान लो कि 1 लाख आपका प्रॉफिट हुआ है तो like आपको बस 70,000 मिल रहे हैं, तो लोग मतलब कि प्रॉफिट बुक करना, they started to book their profit as well. So that was something that happened. But in the long term, it won't affect much, because in the long term, you also know, I also know, and everywhere in this meet also know, deep inside everyone, people want the cryptos to be legal. Illegal चाहे बैन ना हो, टैक्स लगा दो, इलीगल ना हो, बस मतलब कि बंद ना हो, कि लोगों का जो पैसा लगा हुआ है वो डूबे ना. बिकॉज बहुत कंट्रीज हैं जो मतलब कि टैक्स स्लैब पे भी चार्ज करती हैं. बहुत कंट्रीज हैं हु चार्ज टैक्स ऑन क्रिप्टोज एज 50% टोटल पे. ठीक है, तो उसके अकॉर्डिंग जो कंट्रीज बहुत ज्यादा टैक्स चार्ज कर रही हैं, मोर देन 50%, मोर देन 30%, इन दैट वे इट्स फाइन फॉर इंडिया. बट फॉर दोज कंट्रीज फॉर चार्जिंग द टैक्स ऑन क्रिप्टोज ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ इट्स स्लैब्स, तो वहां पे थोड़ा सा ड्रॉबैक है सबको, एंड मतलब कि रिटेल लोगों को ज्यादा है. बट इन द लॉन्ग टर्म, be like optimistic, because in this budget also, even like Nirmala Sitharaman ji was talking about the theme of technology and digitalization, gaming, NFT, cryptos. And so India has gone into that phase, which the other countries were in like many years back. So that's a good indicator. Okay, so be positive in the economy and GDP को बढ़ाने में अपना योगदान दो. That's it. Then next one. सर कल एक ट्रेडर मिले थे, कहते चाहे टैक्स आया ना आए हमें फर्क नहीं पड़ रहा, हम आपसे कैश लेंगे, कैश देंगे, आपकी 2 नंबर की इनकम बनेगी. ये ऑनलाइन प्लेटफॉर्म में कैश की डील कैसे, आपको कोई आइडिया है? देखो, वो 2 नंबर की जो भी आप डील है आप बोल रहे हो, मैं तो ये बोलूंगा आप अवॉइड ही करो. इसके आगे मैं कुछ बोलूंगा नहीं, बिकॉज देयर इज नो पॉइंट टॉकिंग अबाउट लाइक deals and all these stuff. When the platform is there, okay, when the safe platform, these billionaires and the unicorns are there, जो प्लेटफॉर्म चला रहे हैं, वहाँ पैसा सेफ है, 90% सेफ है. हैकर्स की थोड़ा सोच के मैंने बोला है. तो देयर इज नो पॉइंट गोइंग इनटू दैट प्लेटफॉर्म वेयर योर मनी इज 90% रिस्की एज कम, मतलब फॉर हैकर्स. ठीक है, तो वो चीज लेके चलो. डू यू थिंक दैट डिजिटल रुपी वुड बी अ रेवोल्यूशन फॉर इंडिया? Digital rupee would be a revolution for India. Yes, of course, I think, because obviously the government is planning to go towards technology and digitalization and all these. And that is where they're planning to introduce their like central currency, right? The CBDC and all, these are trying to introduce and all. But the one thing I personally feel, and that's my personal feel as well, somewhere like people are afraid, and somewhere the government of India is also afraid कि मतलब कि क्रिप्टो करेंसी कहीं ऐसा ना हो जाए, मतलब कि रुपये की वैल्यू ही कम हो जाए. ठीक है, मतलब कि लोग अपने कॉइन्स एंड नोट्स को कुछ यूज ही ना करें. दैट्स व्हाई एज अ कंसर्न लाइक दे मेड देयर ओन करेंसी लाइक व्हिच विल बी लॉन्च्ड इन लाइक 2023 के टाइम्स में. दैट इज व्हाई एज अ मैटर ऑफ कंसर्न, एक होता है ना यार, जो हमने चीजें बनाई हैं लाइक वी प्रिंटेड नोट्स, अगर लोगों को उससे फेथ ही चला जाएगा, ठीक है, तो दैट समवेयर मतलब कि द क्रिप्टो करेंसीज कैन ओवरटेक दैट, व्हिच आई फील. तो एक फियर की भी बात होती है. सो दैट्स व्हाई एक लीगल करेंसी लाइक उन्होंने बना दी, व्हिच इज ऑफ कोर्स digital. So like supporting the theme of both technology as well as the regulations of India. ये उन्होंने एक स्टेप लिया है, which I feel. 1-2 क्वेश्चंस मैं ऊपर से ले लेता हूँ, बिकॉज़ मैं बहुत सारे नीचे से लिए हैं. The people would be like top questions नहीं लिए, स्टूडेंट्स बोलेंगे. If there is some question at the top. Okay. नहीं, ठीक है. NFTs are existing just because of the hype it makes and also creates a social status for the niche market. Social status for the niche market, you can say कि जो चीजें like we cannot personally buy. ठीक है, what is the happiness of buying a painting online जो आप बस अपने like फोन में देख सको ऐसे? I don't think so. जब पेंटिंग पीछे लगी हो दीवार पे, so it's a better thing, right? So what's the point of having a signature of MS Dhoni or like Rahul Dravid जो बस तुम देख सको सामने हो, जो मैं खुद उससे मिलकर ना करवाया, on something on your hanky or tissue paper or bat or anything. Okay, so the thing is people are buying the NFTs, वो buy कर रहे हैं तो डिमांड हो रही है. NFTs में भी ना देखो, तुम स्टॉक मार्केट में, तुम क्रिप्टोज में तुम बोल सकते हो कि like a bubble has reached and it can break. Okay, in terms of the non-fungible tokens or the NFTs ना, these are different types के हैं, बहुत सारे हैं, right? तो एक की डिमांड खत्म हो जाएगी, फिर मार्केट में मान लो कि दूसरा आ जाएगा. अगर मैंने पेंटिंग कोई आज बनाई, ठीक है, लाइक पीपल विल बाय इट, तो टाइम हो गया, 1 साल 2 साल हो गए, देन लाइक फिर सम XYZ पर्सन विल कम विद हिज ओन पेंटिंग, अब उसका प्राइस फिर से वो लो से स्टार्ट होगा. ओके, सो नो, इट्स अ फैड, हम बोल सकते हैं इट्स अ फैड, बट लेट्स सी लाइक टिल विच इट गोज. बट द क्रिप्टो करेंसीज if regulated, okay, the cryptocurrencies like would be regulated in the future, but they won't become like the legal tender. So cryptocurrencies फिर भी you can take a risk, but NFTs and ये सब थोड़ा वही है, like there's no point. इससे better है like you invest in stock market, you earn some money and then buy a physical thing. That is much better.
Let's come to the winding up question. So it as a topic है, it would be endless. अभी queries complete नहीं होंगी. And Maurya has shared his details. अगर आपको कोई भी और भी queries होगी, you can contact him, and he would surely answer those queries. So thank you, Maurya. And Poonam ma'am, would you like to say something? Ma'am, unmute. Yes, ma'am.
Now it is unmuted.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So I was seeing a lot of questions being put again and again because it's this cryptocurrency, you know, for a decade, it's the buzzword and people are trying to understand it also. Many times it is confusing also. Not exactly, we are not getting what exactly it is, how much the risk is involved. So many things are there. So curiousness on the part of the students, everybody who wants to invest the money, for them, you know, they will keep asking questions, no end to that. So now Aditya Saxena sir had also joined. So हम शुरू में, I'm sorry कि हमने देखा नहीं, so we thank you. He's convener of the IQAC. Now I would like to invite Dr. Nino to give a vote of thanks to all the participants. Dr. Minu.
Thank you, ma'am. My voice is audible, but
Yes.
yes, thank you, ma'am. Good afternoon, everyone, teacher in charge, our esteemed colleague, and my dear students. It's a great pleasure for me to get an opportunity to thank you, our esteemed, even proud speaker, and everyone who worked hard to make the event successful. On behalf of Commerce Department of Deshbandhu College, I extend a very hearty vote of thanks to Mr. Maurya Hanspal for gracing your efforts and sharing your findings and opinion with us on cryptocurrency and blockchain in today's webinar. Even it's a proud moment for all of us that you are alumni of this college, and thank you for justifying the years spent by you at this institution. A special thanks to Professor Rajiv Agarwal, Principal of Deshbandhu College, and Dr. Aditya Saxena, Coordinator of IQAC, for providing immense support to make the webinar successful. I extend my gratitude to Ms. Poonam Sharma, Head of the Commerce Department, to organize this program for our student. I must thankful to all my colleagues, Dr. Seema Gupta, Dr. Surbhi Dhingra, Dr. Pramod Kumar, Ms. Sonam Tomar, Ms. Akansha, and Hani Gupta for their efforts and suggestions for this program. And I also thanks to all my colleagues from other departments. Last but not the least, a big thanks to all my dear students, participants. Your huge presence really gave the meaning to this program. Your presence up to the end that speaks you learned and enjoyed the program. A big thanks to everyone once again. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Maurya, for taking out time.
Thank you, ma'am. Ma'am, no
Thank
problem.
you.
Ma'am, anytime for Deshbandhu.
Oh,
Thank
yes,
you
we
so
would
much.
like to invite you again and again. So, Sonam, shall we wind up?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Maurya. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.